Welcome to Legends of Panel and Pose. Today we're covering my top 5 comics of the week. This was a really good week of comics. Had a lot of comics that I enjoyed that I read, so had a hard time narrowing this down. First up, we have Absolute Batman number 5 from Scott Snyder and Nick Dragotta. This issue was great. I love the story and the emotional beats in this. Batman is not Batgod, but kind of acts/thinks like he is, and spends this issue learning that he can't just outmuscle this problem, and it's a much larger problem than he thought. I love what they did with Black Mask here, and making him diametrically opposed to Batman morally. They both see the corruption, but handle it in very different ways. The return of Dragotta is very welcome, as he has this visceral and kinetic feel to his art, and that pushes this book over the top. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. Next, we have Green Lantern Corps issue number 1 from writers Jeremy Adams and Morgan Hampton, and on pencils, Fernando Pasarin. Excuse me. This issue was spinning out of the Fractured Spectrum special and gives us the other lanterns from the Corps other than Hal. I really enjoyed this, and I thought it did a good job of dividing up time spent with each lantern. Really love what they did with Sinestro and can't wait to see how that ends up. I thought the art was good and don't really have a whole lot more to say about that. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. Now we move to One World Under Doom, issue number 1 from Ryan North and R.B. Silva. This issue feels like I was dropped into the middle of a story, but it's not so much that I was totally lost. I'm going to assume there's a bunch of things that have happened in Norse Fantastic Four book that have been set up that I'm missing context for because I've not read that book. I did enjoy the depiction of Doom, as he is so very arrogant, but also so clever in how he outwitted the heroes. I really enjoyed the art and thought it gave us fun action and good character work. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. Immortal Thor, issue number 20 from Al Ewing and Jan Bazaldua is our next book. This book continues to chug along and be very enjoyable to read. I really like what we got here and thought it did a great job of moving forward the overall story with the Utgard gods. The art continues to just be perfect for this type of story. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. Rounding out our top 5, we have Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu, issue number 5 from Jed MacKay and Dev Pramanik. I love this issue. I loved how we got to check in on the supporting cast and see what they've been doing while Mark is going into this fight. I really loved seeing Jake coach Mark in his head while he is in the fight, and the conversation with Khonshu was great and how it led to the reveal about Fairchild. Pramanik is doing great work here and giving us kinetic action scenes and playing with panel layout. I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. What were your top comics of this past week? And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye.